Hello, hello to the smartest kids I know. This is Miss Breckenridge here, bringing you guys our main reading selection for the week, A Whistle for Willie by Ezra Jack Keats. So we are on page 90 and 91 of our Treasures reading book. I'm going to go nice and slow so you guys can get out your books and follow along with me. And today we are reading to find out, how does Peter feel about learning to whistle? Page 92, we have a picture of Peter. Oh, how Peter wished he could whistle. He saw a boy playing with his dog. Whenever the boy whistled, the dog ran straight to him. Peter tried to whistle, but he couldn't. So instead, he began to turn himself around. Around and around he whirled, faster and faster. When he stopped, everything turned down and up. And up and down and around and around. Have you guys ever felt like that after you twirled around in circles? Everything turns down and up and up and down and around and around and around. What do we call that? What do we call that feeling when everything feels like it's spinning even after we stopped? Dizzy. We call it feeling dizzy. Peter saw his dog, Willie, coming. Quick as a wink, he hid in an empty carton lying on the sidewalk. Wouldn't it be funny if I whistled? Peter thought. Willie would stop and look all around to see who it was. Peter tried again to whistle, but still he couldn't. So Willie just walked on. Peter got out of the carton and started home. On the way, he took some colored chalks out of his pocket and drew a long, long line right up to his door. See, the line starts there and it goes right over here. He stood there and tried to whistle again. He blew till his cheeks were tired, but nothing happened. He went into his house and put on his father's old hat to make himself feel more grown up. He looked into the mirror to practice whistling. Still, no whistle. Have you ever done that? Have you ever dressed up as something, dressed up to make yourself feel more grown up? When his mother saw what he was doing, Peter pretended that he was his father. He said, "I've come home early today, dear. Is Peter here?" His mother answered, "Why, no, he's outside with Willie." "Well, I'll go out and look for them," said Peter. Peter's so silly, dressing up like his dad and trying to disguise his voice. Ugh, silly Peter. First, he walked along a crack in the sidewalk. Then he tried to run away from his shadow. He jumped off his shadow, but when he landed, they were together again. He came to the corner where the carton was, and who should he see but Willie? Peter scrambled under the carton. He blew and blew and blew. Suddenly, out came a real whistle. Willie stopped and looked around to see who it was. Look, just like Peter wanted him to. "It's me!" Peter shouted and stood up. Willie raced straight to him. Our pages are sticking together. There we go. Look at him go. Peter ran home to show his father and mother what he could do. They loved Peter's whistling. So did Willie. Peter's mother asked him and Willie to go on an errand to the grocery store. He whistled all the way there, and he whistled all the way home. All right, and so here we have a little bit about our author, Mr. Ezra Jack Keats, and he actually won some awards for some very popular books. One that you guys probably have read is this one right here called The Snowy Day. I think that's probably his most popular of all of his books. And down here it says, Ezra Jack Keats wanted to write about a boy who wished he could whistle. Write about something you wish you could do. Tell why you want to do it. So you don't actually have to write that out, but it would be really cool for you to tell someone who is working with you, maybe your parents or whoever is helping you with your schoolwork. It would be cool for you to tell them about something you wish you could do and why you want to do it. All right, so for this week, you are going to answer our think and compare questions. First, you'll answer questions 1 and 2. How do you think Peter feels about Willie? And would you like to have Peter as your friend? Tell why or why not. And then you'll come back and you'll answer questions 3 and 4. How is Willie a good pet? And what did Corey in Nothing Stops Corey and Peter both learn? So remember, Nothing Stops Corey was what we read back here on page, I think it was 97. Let's see. Nope, not 97. 89, page 89, Nothing Stops Corey. So I'll go ahead and I'll read that again for you quickly just so you can compare the two. Nothing stops Corey. Corey woke up very early. Instead of going back to sleep, she got out of bed. I'm going to swim today, she thought. Nothing can stop me. Mom had to do an errand. Then she drove Corey to her swim class. Suddenly, Corey was in the water along with her teacher, Shelley. Shelley held Corey's hands. Then she let go. Corey was swimming. This is the best sport for me, she thought. So what did Corey and Willie both do? What are some things that they had in common? And so that would be your answer to number 4. What did Corey in Nothing Stops Corey and Peter both learn? What were some things they had in common? What did they both learn? All right, and you guys, this is not on our lesson plan for the week, but if you are just looking for something cool to read, maybe tonight before bed, this is an awesome story right here. We don't usually get to the social studies portion of our Treasures book because we have a separate social studies curriculum, but this talks about the Paralympics, which is a game, a set of games, just like we have the Olympics that we get to watch every couple of years. The Paralympics are a set of games that athletes who have physical disabilities and disabilities of different sorts get to participate in. And so this is a really cool story. If you guys have the time and are just looking for something to read, I would very much recommend it. All right, my friends, let me know if you have any questions or if there's any way I can help you.